Run.
Hey, Don.
That's fucking impossible.
What's up, man?
Good to see you, man.
Hi, Don.
Hi, Candace. Good to
Let
hear.
me see if I can get some volume up on this damn phone. Oh my gosh, I can't hear nothing. Yeah, we're here.
Okay, great, good. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for making us about summer. Thank you, Chris, for being here.
Man. Hold the fuck up. Hold my fucking horses.
Right?
Hold
Welcome.
the fuck up.
Good to see you, Don.
Holy crap. Good
Is
to
that
see
one of the
y'all
apostles?
too, man. Wow.
How are you?
Wow. I'm
Good to-
all right. I'm all right. A long time. Do what I asked you to do, please. Down low.
And
It's been a
everybody
long
make sure-
time. Down low. Low. Turn down.
If you don't hate the least, then everybody thinks so. Everything's so connected. Black Lives Matter.
This volume
Sorry.
freaking screwed up. I've never been in a place where I had to hide out in my motel room.
Yeah, welcome to the
we was actually
welcome to
literally
the jungle. Welcome to the jungle.
yeah. Right. We was
So
actually
tell me about
literally
that.
hiding
How
in
was
our
that?
motel room. It was all right.
Friday.
I loved Elvis's car. I'm sorry, my memory ain't worth a crap. I'm sorry. My bad.
What happened to your
y'all.
memory?
I'm sorry. I've had it.
Where'd your memory go?
Well,
You left it in LA. Where'd your memory? Oh, what is that?
probably,
What are you hitting?
probably
Firewater?
right there. It's probably
Should be
in there somewhere.
That's not MD-80. That's not Mad Dog 2020.
No, that's rest and relaxation.
There you go.
Sorry.
Well, this ought to be a good interview.
Don, just be you, bro. All we can ask you is for you to be you, and we get what you're going through right now. We want to make this tonight about summer and let you have the floor and just be you. This is.
Thank you, guys. Don't start your shit now. I don't have anything to say. I mean, I don't know what to say. What am I supposed to say? Right.
It's up to you.
I just want to apologize to everybody. I don't know why I want to apologize to everybody all the time. I have a lot of love for everybody, man.
People are screwing with him.
Candace. I want to apologize to everybody. I don't know why the fuck. I'm always apologizing to motherfuckers, number one. I'm not perfect. I've done a lot of shady stuff in my life. I'll admit to you straight out. I mean, stop, Candace. I understand that, but I have, at the end of the day, I got to deal with my wife.
Understood.
And she's upset.
She wants.
Man, I'm willing to work things out. Sorry, I was on the phone. Me and my wife's wife. I don't know what my registration is. No, sir. Yes, sir. You want me to get off of it? Yeah, just right now. I have to get your phone, buddy. All right, bye.
Hello, everyone. This is Ansley Daniel with WJHL.
know that it's been an interesting morning for me. I haven't been able to have my phones. This is kind of the first time I'm able to see a lot of comments. I know you guys have a lot of questions about what's been happening with Don Wells. So I said, thank you for joining me. I am over here in Rogersville. I have been in court all morning. I've been here since about 8:30 this morning. I'm here at the Justice Center in Hawkins County. Now, this is where Donald Wells appeared for court this morning. He was arrested over the weekend on a DUI charge. Now, he was arrested over the weekend for a DUI charge, but when I was in court this morning, he was arrested again for a violation of probation. So here's what happened. This morning, I'd say around 9:20 or so, Sheriff Ronnie Lawson walked in to the courtroom. Now, before that, though, just a couple more details that I couldn't really include in my live shot. But before that, Don Wells was asked to come up to the podium. He goes up to the podium, and when the judge asked if he needed a court-appointed attorney, he said yes, he would like one. Now, prior to court even beginning this morning, even for the minor traffic tickets and things of that nature that are in the court's systems in the morning, he had asked if anyone needed a court-appointed attorney, and no one stood up, raised their hand, or anything. So then after that, Don Wells had to sign all the paperwork to ask for a court-appointed attorney. So other people went up, and then Don Wells went back up. Now, before he went back up, though, he was arrested. Sheriff Ronnie Lawson was already in the room, and one of the other officers that were there went ahead and arrested him, said that it was for violation of probation, and sat him up front for him to await to be called back up by the judge. So then he goes back up, and that's where things kind of came out about what had happened. So he did go ahead and bring proof of insurance, and he did go ahead and bring his updated registration. And so that was all taken care of before this happened. So he was arrested, then called back up to the podium. The judge did tell him that, that he could potentially have to serve up to 11 months and 29 days. He does have a 48-hour mandatory hold in the jail, though at some point that wasn't completely done over the weekend. So that's going to have to be addressed again later as well. So around 9:25 or so, that's when Wells went up to the podium. They asked him some things about work. They did ask him when the last time he worked was. He didn't really have a clear answer. He did tell the judge, though, that there was a lot going on and that he wasn't sure how he could pay for child support and all of the other court expenses. He did say that the blood work would tell off from Saturday, and then at one point did say that he could potentially represent himself, and then after that, he asked for the court-appointed attorney. He then said that he had been working on his house a good bit because they, like I said, asked him whether or not he had been at work lately, and he didn't really have a clear answer, but did also mention that he'd been working on his house and that he was doing some things for welfare to get the boys back. He also then said that he was going through a lot of things and that he was going through a lot of heartache and that he would, quote, plead mercy from the court. And so he did tell, the judge had to ask a few more, kind of logistical questions. And he did tell the judge that he was trying his best and that he did say that he was trying to do some YouTube videos and stuff to, quote, find my daughter. He said that he, like I said, wanted a public defender. That's when one was appointed. And this was pushed off till February 6th at 1 p.m. To get his blood results back. And around 9:30 is when the sheriff escorted him out. So I know that there are a couple of interesting things that I know you have a lot of questions. So I'm still waiting on the paperwork for us to learn what exactly that violation of probation is. So I don't know exactly what it is. So I'm waiting on that paperwork. It should be hitting my inbox any minute now. It all happened so quick. I immediately went to the clerk's office and they didn't even have it yet. So a lot of people are asking why Sheriff Lawson was present. That's a question that we're working to get answered. Unfortunately, Sheriff Lawson nor the judge were able to speak with us. I did see Don Wells, though, as he was bonded out, and he didn't want to do an interview. He spoke with me for a few minutes, but he declined an interview. Now, I am told by the sheriff that he was released on an OR bond. an OR bond is own recognizance. That basically means that he gave them his word that he would come to all the court hearings and proceedings, meet up with his probation officer and things of that nature. So again, lurking to learn a little bit more about that. Unfortunately, though, the sheriff is not available for an interview. I've asked him a few times. Tally's asked if someone was has someone paid bond. No, it is not. They have not paid bond. So basically, own recognizance means that no one has paid bond, and he just kind of gives his word. Some places it could be in writing and things of that nature. So looking to learn a little bit more from that. I know, like I said, a lot of people have questions about why Sheriff Lawson was there. That was the question I had. It's, very, very unusual for them to have a lawyer there, or have Ronnie Lawson there in the courtroom. So again, I know that you guys have a lot of different questions about this, and we're working to get answers. Like I said, waiting on that violation of probation paperwork, and so that should be coming in fairly quick. And like I said, also working to get information from the sheriff about why he was there, because I know, like I said, a lot of questions about why Sheriff Lawson was there. And I know that, a lot of you guys, also have more questions surrounding what exactly happened Saturday night. We did receive some paperwork on that this morning, so some of that should already be on our website, wjhl.com. I know a lot of you guys might just be following recently, or you might be following from other parts of the country, other parts of the state, and things of that nature. So all of this information is on wjhl.com. But before I go into my, kind of what happened one more time, I just want to give one more plug for summer. I think that, in all of this, it could be very easy for why we are all here to. This is Summerwell's father. She is still missing. She is still missing. We have all of her information on our website. Please continue to share Summer's information. If you have any tips, we have all the information for the TBI and the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. But at the end of the day, Summer is still missing, and so I, also want to be sure that I'm very open and honest about you guys sharing that, because I just think that that's, very important for us to mention in all of this as well. So please continue to share her information. So I am going to have to go soon. One more time, though, because we do have another show coming up at noon. Noon at 12:30, excuse me. So we will have another newscast coming up at 12:30. So please join us for that. I'll have a live report from out here in Rogersville. But again, I just want to let you guys know about what happened this morning. So again, he was in court this morning for his arraignment for the DUI arrest over the weekend. He goes up to the podium, and the judge asked him if he needed a court-appointed attorney. He then said yes. The judge asked why he didn't stand earlier before when he had asked that question, and he didn't really have an answer. He said he didn't really hear him or wasn't sure. So then he sat back down, filled out his paperwork, and then the sheriff came in around 9:20 or so, and that's when the other officer called him up to the front, placed him under arrest for a violation of probation. He then sat up there until the judge called him up, and when the judge called him up, he asked a few questions, mainly some things about work, and he didn't have an answer for when his last day of work was. However, he did say that he had been working on his house some in order to get the boys back. He also mentioned that he was not sure exactly how he could pay for all the court fees, and including the child support that he's been paying for his boys. He did bring up the fact that he had been going through a lot. He did say that he had been going through a lot of heartache and things of that nature. He also said that he had been doing some YouTube things to help find Summer's name. And so then, or to help find Summer, excuse me. And then he did ask for a public defender. And then they set this off until February 6th at 1 p.m. To give some time for the blood results to come back. He was then arrested or escorted out by Ronnie Lawson, the sheriff here in Hawkins County, close to 9:30. He was immediately booked in and booked out. He came out, spoke with us for a moment, declined an interview, and then left. We were told that he was released on an OR bond. That means that he gave them his word in writing saying that he was going to come up to all of his court dates and all of his appearances and meet with his probation officer.